Hello everybody, this is the Balloon Bandit of Amusement with a Twist. Gotten a lot of requests to do a video. It's not really a balloon twisting video as it is more of a business video. When you're trying to get your business out there and how to get started and all that, it's a lot of questions and you don't know where to go or how to even get into it. So I'm going to cover the basics. First, you need to know what it is that you want to do. You want to be a balloon twister, a face painter, a clown. You know, you have to decide what it is that you want to do as an entertainment service or a product or whatever you're trying to sell in that industry. Once you finally figure that out, the main way of promoting yourself is to go to events. Yeah, sure, you're going to spend $20, $30 for a booth or whatever, or you can go as far as to contact sponsors that are already at the event and set up to work their booth, and they'll pay you. Or you'll get a lot of people who will call about wanting free services. And you say, well, I'll do it for free as long as I can accept donations or gratuity or whatever you want to call it. I like to say donations and gratuity only because that tells people that I don't work for free. When you say tips, a lot of people say, oh, I'm free? Okay. You know, so I say donations, gratuity, you know, those are the words I use when promoting my services because I don't work for free. It takes a lot of time and effort to build your skills, to buy the products, be able to drive out to the events. You're paying to be there. You need to be paid in order to make it profitable for you. You know, so like I said, the best ways to get out there is, one, you pay to be out there. Two, you go and talk to restaurants, department stores, whatever it is you're trying to do, and say, if you have an event or a grand opening or whatever, these are my services. Here's my card. You know, you have to get past that fear of talking to people because that's the only way you're going to get any business and have a successful business at all is you have to get past that fear of, oh, I'm not good enough to do this. I can't do that. And don't get into the habit of undercutting everybody in the area just because you're like, I need more business. I need more business. Well, when you undercut people, you can't go back up on your price. Everybody knows you for the whatever amount of money. And everywhere I've gone, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're in the middle of nowhere like I am right now, I'm in Alamogordo, New Mexico, or if I'm back in Orlando, Florida, my prices are the same. If I'm doing an event, it's $5 to $10 a face. Balloon twisting, basic balloons by donations. But once we get into the character stuff, it's $5 and up. I've gone as high as $20 for toothless, you know, and they already understand that they're paying for that balloon. You know, they understand that it's not free, you know, and that is the way to go about promoting those type of services. Like I said, face painting, anywhere from $5 to $10 is the average. If you're at an event where it has multiple face painters, multiple balloon twisters, multiple entertainers, talk to them. Say, okay, what are your prices? And match their prices so you both have a great event. You know, instead of saying, well, I'm going to do all mine by donations because that other person's charging. And you'll find out you'll do a lot more faces and make a lot less money. You need to have set prices. Anybody who says, oh, you just do it by donations or tips or whatever, they're out of their mind. I have twisted 2,000 plus balloons in an event and said, oh, I'm doing it all by tips or whatever. I had that little tip button and all that. And I didn't even make that much money. But when I set prices, I made a killing. Okay, so you need to decide what your pricing is going to be. You need to have templates or boards or whatever that show your face painting designs, your balloon twisting stuff. Have a book that says if you would like any of these and have prices on it so people can thumb through it and say, wow, I like that design, or I like this, or I like that. And, you know, even with the basic stuff, say you have a standard balloon dog, put on there, balloon dog like this, donation. If you're a clown, you know, tell them what you're going to do. If you're a magician or whatever, you need to be doing it at events where they have a stage or something, so you're up in front of people, you know, and make sure that they understand that you want stage time, you know. Even if you have a booth, if they got a stage, say, I want to schedule some stage time. It doesn't cost you any extra. Normally, they just say, okay, we got to fill a spot anyhow, so they'll let you get up on the stage and do your little thing and do an intro. And if they have a stage, make sure they announce to the crowd that you're at the event. Any kind of microphone, any kind of advertising that you can get from an event is the best thing you can possibly do for your business. And it's free. If they're talking about other stuff and they're promoting stuff, you might as well be able to get your services announced out there too. Some of the things that you have to watch out when doing events, though, you may find events where it says, oh, pay $200-$300, you know, to be out here 3 days. Yeah, that sounds great and grand and wonderful, but there's so many people, and depending on where you are set up compared to the concessions and all that other stuff, you may not make your money the way you think you are. So when setting up, make sure that you're next to a food vendor or next to other kids' entertainment stuff. Like one of the places we've done a few times, it has like a little carnival type thing. It has roller coasters and stuff. You want to be right up on top of that. You do not want to be on the other end of the event where all the kids are going the opposite direction. That is not going to work for you. Okay? So that's some really good information. Okay, for anybody who's really, really wanting to take this to the next level, you want to get your business out there by doing schools and stuff. It costs $75 in Orlando to do Pride Rock. Pride Rock is for the Jessica whatever awareness thing about pedophiles and all that. Get registered in any state to work with schools. Make sure you have that certificate that says you have been certified by the state to work with kids. You need that. That is the best thing you can have for your business. It says, I'm Pride Rock certified. I'm this certified. Whatever your state's certificates are, you know, that says you can work with kids, you know, your background's checked, all that. Get on Angie's list as an entertainer. Do gig masters. Put your name out there. I don't usually pay gig masters their monthly fees or whatever, but I'm on gig masters as a free person. And what I like about free is it weeds out all those ones who are just saying, oh, I'd like to find out pricing. Well, if you want to find out pricing, you can go to my website. And as with the website, you have to figure out how to market your website. YouTube videos, Twitter, Facebook, all that. Yeah, it's all great, grand, and wonderful, but that's not really going to get you to the top of the search engine listings for what you want. You're actually going to have to go over to Fiverr and look for backlinking. You'll want to pay somebody to do backlinking. If you can get 500, 600 backlinks once a week, twice a week, you know, that's up to you. You're going to spend $10, you know, on Fiverr for 2 people to do it and get your backlinks out there, and that's going to help your business in the long haul. You know, having a Twitter account, Instagram account, that's all great, grand, and wonderful, but there are so many Facebook, Instagram, Twitter accounts out there that you just get lost in the shuffle, okay? So you need to work on your website. You need to make sure you have your keywords, party entertainment services, birthday parties, kids entertainment, whatever it is you're promoting, balloon twisting, face painting, balloon animals. You know, you need to really go to town figuring out what your keywords are. And use them on each different page. Every page uses different keywords. And then turn around and spend $5 and have somebody promote it for you. You know, why do all the promotion work yourself? It takes forever. as is just to build a website or create a YouTube video. You know, sure, I'm sitting right here in front of the house and I got my little tablet going on and talking to you. But look at all the time and effort I put into doing this for you guys over the years, you know. Every video takes me hours upon hours, let alone I have to turn around and go back in and try and SEO it and everything. So when it comes to doing your business, you want to go as simple as possible. You know, sure, if you want to do it all yourself, go ahead, be my guest. But the whole thing is, if you want a profitable business, you want the phone to be ringing every day, you know, you want to be booked every weekend, you know, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I love those. 2 times a day, you know, those are the types of things you want to get going. Also know that if you spent $40 for an event and you got a party for like $100, $200, which are you going to do? Are you going to do the event or are you going to take the party? That is questionable. Depends on if you've ever done the events before. If you've done the event and you know it's a profitable event, I would say do the event because you'll get a lot more referrals coming back and keeping the phone ringing versus going to one party, making instant cash, and, you know, then you have to work on building up your stuff. So you really have to decide if it's profitable to you. If you're spending $300-400 to go to an event, you're out of your mind, okay? I'm going to tell you that right up front. A lot of the times when you spend that type of money, the traffic is not as good as they say it is. They've said, oh yeah, there's 50,000 people expected to show up at the event. And then you find out it was only like 100, 200, 300, maybe 500 people showed up. You know, it's like, really? For a 3-day event, 500 people total? You know, and you need to make sure that your events are kid-friendly events. You know, we did a gun show. We really did really well on the gun show. I was very happy because we had no other competition. There was nobody else there. I never done a gun show before, so I was skeptical. The booth price was $40 for a 2-day event, so we did really, really well for what little people did come. And they expect to have us back next year, and a lot of people who have seen us at the gun show will tell their friends that, oh, they have kids stuff at the gun show, because it was a gun and craft show, you know, and it's like, it was a little slow, but like I said, with set prices, we did really, really well, okay? And like I said, remember, if you're going to do your business, make sure you're certified by the state to be around kids, get into the schools. If you're going to do balloon decorations, best place to be is in the schools, because schools have prom, schools have, sure enough, their football games, they have other events, and there's a fly. Yeah, I'm having way too much fun. But no, schools really, really work good. Get little stickers that says, we had balloons at school today, we had face painters at school today, provided by your name, your phone number on it. Just a little sticker. It's really easy. You can print them out on your printer. Go to Staples, print those out. Anything to get your name out. If you got parks, you know, go do some balloon twisting in the parks. You got to be careful in some parks. If they got animals and stuff, they don't like you being out there twisting because they say, oh, the balloons are bad for the animals. But yet, they have so much trash already out there that your little scrap of balloon is not going to even hurt them animals. It's crazy nuts what they try and say. They're just trying to keep you from doing your job or entertainment or whatever it is you're doing. Busking, whatever you want to call it. You know, they just want to try and limit how much interaction you have with customers. So, like I said, the best things to do is talk to businesses. Say, hey, I'm going to come set up in front of your business if you would like, you know, on X day. I'll come out once a month, twice a month, you know. Go work at restaurants once a week, twice a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday if you ain't got nothing going on. What I don't like about setting that up is if I have a party or something going on and the restaurant expects me to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday and I'm already booked for that week, you know, I really, really hate that. So what I try to do is, if I'm going to do line work at restaurants and stuff, is I have to give like a 2-week notice that says, okay, well, I am already booked for this weekend and I won't be here, so they can get another entertainer or something to come in. And let them know that you will be back the following weekend, because sometimes what they'll do is they'll just say, hey, our normal person is not here, and would you like to come in and be the entertainer, because that was bringing in business for them. Some people will boot you out just as fast as you got in if you don't give them notice or tell them why you're not going to be there, Even if you're sick, call the people and tell them, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it out, Let them know why you're not there. Don't let them move on without you. There's so many restaurants out there and so many places. Hell, you can go stand on the street in the middle of any of those busy restaurant places. It's public access. You can go and twist your balloons up and down the street, Anywhere there's a public area, hell, go for it. The more you get yourself out there and the more you put your name out there, the more parties you're going to book. You want to make this a profitable business, you have to get in front of people. And like I said, with balloon decorations, I hear a lot of people say, oh, but how do you do this? How do you get in there? Well, one, you have to take balloon decoration designs that you can do. A lot of people borrow other people's designs and they say, oh, I can do this, I can do that. And then when they go and do it, it's like they make the person who created the design look bad because they didn't know what they were doing, let alone it made balloon decorations in the long run look bad. And they're like, if that's what balloon decorations look like, I'm not going to ever buy any balloon decorations for my business ever again. So make sure your skill levels are up to it. Make sure you do your training. We offer tons and tons of free videos online. Free. All you have to do is practice. So please, 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 if you're going to get into doing entertainment or balloon decorations or party services of any sort, do your research. Know what you're getting into before you do it. Don't make others look bad when you're trying to do it, especially if you're trying to charge the same price as another entertainer. So make sure that you don't undercut. That is the worst thing you can do, because, you think you're getting a better deal because you're undercutting somebody to get more people, but the honesty is you're not hurting their business, you're hurting your own business. All these people who sit here and say, but this entertainer does that, and this entertainer does that. Did you know there are more than 2,000 balloon twisters in and around the Orlando area? 2,000. Everybody's still making their own money. Did it affect anybody else? No, because you got Tampa, you got Miami, you got Tallahassee, you got Orlando, and everywhere in between. There is an entertainer somewhere for everybody. So keep your prices at or around the same as everybody else. So if other entertainers in your area are charging $50 an hour or $75 an hour, that is what you need to be charging. Don't go and say, oh, I'll do it for $25 because I don't need to make a profit type thing. If you're doing it like that, it's a hobby to you, and you really shouldn't be out there promoting yourself like that, because a lot of people will call you for $25, and you'll find out you'll spend more than that in travel expenses, in balloon supplies, face paint supplies. Hell, one cake for face painting can cost you $25. One cake. So if you figure you use half a cake, 2-3 half a cakes, per event, because white, black, red, those are major colors when doing face painting. And if you're spending $10 to $20 a cake, that's $30. You didn't even make a profit just because you had to have 3 paints. So you need to adjust your price accordingly. Also, insurance. Insurance is a big thing, especially if you're doing public parks for birthday parties. They want you to have insurance that says you are liable for whatever that you did, while you were at the thing. Insurance for face painting. Major, because a lot of face painters, I see them keep doing it, is they paint inside the eye. Do not. And I'm telling you, do not paint inside the eye socket on a child less than 12 years old. I try and tell this to every face painter. There is a reason that you do not paint in the eye socket area. One, the kid does this, especially with glitter. It gets in the eye, scratches the eye all up. Kid ends up in the hospital, eyes all swollen. Then they're coming back to you because you wouldn't listen about don't paint in the eye. Another one, the kid's always doing one of these things, and you're playing in his eye socket and you poke him in the eye. You know, you got to think about what you're doing when you're doing this. You can paint the bridge of the nose, paint over the eyebrows, down, around the side, but do not paint into the eye socket area. This is soft tissue. It's very loose. There's no muscles in there. And just barely poking it can cause some major problems, okay? And like I said, glitter. Be careful when using the glitter. Use it on the side over here, maybe some on the forehead. But you got to remember, if the kid's going to do this, it's going to rub straight into the eye, around the mouth. Yeah, you can use glitter and stuff around the mouth. Use that cake glitter stuff. It's edible. It's not going to hurt the child. But if you're using the metal glitters, don't do it. Painting the lips. That's another place because that's very sensitive tissue. If they have an allergic reaction, their face is going to swell up. Oh my God. And do not, if you're going to do this professionally, do not go to Walmart and buy your paint supplies. Oh my God, you're asking for trouble. Please, please, please buy professional paints. Krylon, Mylar, not Mylar, it's Krylon, Wolf FX, Diamond FX, there's Snazaroo even. You can buy that at Walmart at certain locations. You can get it at, who is that? Joann's Fabrics, and a few other major crafting stores. You can get the Snazaroo, which is the lower end paint. But I would stick with the Wolf Brothers FX, Diamond FX, sure enough, my brain is gone. I don't do much face painting, as you can tell. But please, 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 go on to any face paint form. Hell, go to Silly Farm. I'm not one to buy much from Silly Farm myself, but hey, go to a professional place to get professional cosmetics. They're not paints. They're cosmetics. They're water-based or powder-based. And do it on the safest side. They're non-hyperallergenic cosmetics for face painting. They're not face paints, which is a paint that you put on, like Walmart sells this liquid paint for putting it on. Oh my God, I've seen too many kids break out from the Walmart brand face paint stuff. Oh my God. You know, or hell, I've seen people go as far as use Corolla paints on faces. They say, oh yeah, we're using the washable Corolla paints. Oh my God, do not do it. Do not do it, please. Okay? You know, if you're going to do this for your event and function and you don't want to pay a professional, please, 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 at least buy the professional quality stuff. Professional balloons. You buy them balloons in bulk at Walmart or Party City and stuff. Yeah, okay, but they're not going to give you the results that professional grade balloons will do. Okay? I have nothing against these places, but as a professional, make sure you're using professional grade stuff. DJ services, get out there, do park events, do events, stuff like that. You know, get your name out there. Let people know you're out there. Talk to other entertainers. Say, here's my card. I'll refer you if you refer me. Like I said, do the backlinkings for your website. Get your name out there. Do little short videos of what you offer for your balloon service or DJ service or clown services or face painting or whatever it is you're going to do. Your main goal is get out there every day, even if you're not going to do anything major, you know. Hell, you can go stand at a park and get 10, 20 kids, you know. I'm not saying you're going to make any tips or donations or anything like that. The main thing was you got out there, you did some, people took your card, and they will refer you to their friends. So just because you didn't make any money for getting out there doesn't mean that it ain't going to come back to help you in the end, okay? So this has been the Balloon Bandit Amusement with a Twist, trying to get you to understand how to make money. And like I said, the main thing is you need to get out there, you need to talk to businesses, you need to talk to people, and just let people know you are available, okay? Have a great one. Enjoy.